3, 2, 1, jump!
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Cynthia Nyokabi. I'm very excited to see you after a very long time, but I am back. So on today's video, I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to make a very scrumptious beef burger with a side of fries. Okay, you don't have to spend so much money in fancy restaurants buying expensive burgers. You can just get some few ingredients that are very easily available and affordable and make a very delicious burger in your own kitchen at the comfort of your own home. And being that we're approaching the Easter season, it's a good idea to use this recipe to make some beef burgers for your family so that you can enjoy while celebrating Easter. Okay, before I proceed, I would like to ask you all to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not, like the video and leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to share the video on your other social media pages. Okay, enjoy the video. Let's get cooking. Start with some peeled and washed potatoes, then cut them into the sizes of fries. And transfer all the potatoes into a clean bowl. Use some serviettes or paper towel to dry the pieces up so that the spices can stick to them nicely. Add 1 teaspoon of paprika, or the amount depending on your preference, and some ground cayenne pepper, which is optional. Then Himalayan salt or any salt that you have available. Then mix this together, and the only tool you can use to mix everything up nicely is your hands. Then my sister helped me to add a little bit more paprika because the one I had added wasn't enough. So continue to mix everything and make sure it is well combined. Then into a hot pan or pot, add some oil and let it heat. Then add the first batch of your fries. Make sure they do not come above the oil level so that they can cook evenly and nicely. Then from time to time you can mix everything up for even cooking. Do not use anything to stir them. When you stir them, you're going to break them into chunks, which is not what we would like to have. A few minutes later, the fries are done, very nice and crispy. So in goes the second batch. As the fries continue to cook, finely chop some red onions and a very small ring of capsicum. It goes a long way, trust me. So we're here preparing our patties for the burgers. Make sure they are very well finely chopped. You can also grate them. It's also a good option. Then add 1 egg, that's room temperature, and spices. You can use, I used paprika, curry powder, cumin powder, Himalayan salt, and a bit of cayenne pepper. You can use any other spice of your choice. Just play around with it until you get your desired taste. So you're going to mix everything up with a spoon. And the fries are done. Look at how nice they look. Then add 1/3 of a cup of wheat flour or all-purpose flour to help the meat stay in place, so that the shape may not be distorted. In other recipes, I see people using raw minced meat. So I usually doubt whether the meat gets cooked all through, like evenly, even on the inside. So I opted to boil mine, and then that is the reason why I ended up using wheat flour to make sure everything is holding together nicely. Then into a hot pan with some oil, I shallow fry the patties. Make sure they're brown on both sides. And by the way, adding the onions and capsicum is not really a must, but it usually adds a very nice taste to the patties. Then once I was done, I put that aside and I went ahead to caramelize the onions. So I finely sliced 2 red onions, and put them into the pan with hot oil. And I used Himalayan salt and ground cumin to season it. Again, use any spice of your choice. Then hot and sweet sauce. You can also use tomato sauce, then some choma sauce or barbecue sauce. This reminds me of hot dogs. And I already see someone sneaking in because the aroma in the kitchen was so good. So someone was sneaking in to see if they can get a taste, but not yet. Then once the onions were nicely caramelized, I put them aside to let them cool. And then in the same pan, we are trying to avoid too many dishes here, okay? So in the same pan, I toast the buns. I just slice the buns in half horizontally, then place them on the hot pan, which was having a bit of oil, and toasted the buns. You can use butter, you can use margarine, you can use cooking oil to give the buns that brown char. So it's assembly time, everything is ready. I begin with the bottom half, then layer it with a few leaves of lettuce. You can go with as much lettuce as you need to. Then 2 slices of tomato, 2 slices of cucumber, the patty, and lastly the caramelized onions. You can use cheese as well if you would like to. So this recipe gave me a total of 5 burgers. You can obviously use as much ingredients as you want depending on the number of burgers you want to come up with. And by the way, the caramelized onions really made the burgers to be flavorful. They were really good. Just make sure that the amount of salt you add is enough, so that it cannot be too salty. And the final burger, which was the one we were to all taste, it ended up with the most number of tomato slices. So that is done. Now it's time to serve the fries and the burgers. Look at how juicy they look. I think you should all try this recipe, because if you don't, you're missing out. Look at that. And the good thing about seasoning your fries before cooking them is to ensure that they do not just taste like plain potatoes. And of course, I had to taste. So that is me having the burger for breakfast on Sunday. My former schoolmates, please do not comment anything about the hoodie that I'm wearing. Please just keep it low. I was really enjoying the burgers. They were really nice. Thank you for watching.